Hey guys, en este video leeremos el 7º capítulo del Principito. Si no habías estado antes por aquí, te dejo en pantalla el primer capítulo para que puedas verlos en orden. Y si ya has leído todos los anteriores, no te olvides de compartirlos con quien crees que podrían ayudarle. Te dejo ahora con la lectura. On the 5th day, as always, thanks to the sheep, the secret of the little prince's life was revealed to me. Out of the blue, he suddenly asked me a question as if it were coming from a long and silently meditated problem. If a sheep eats little bushes, does it also eat flowers? A sheep eats anything it comes across, I answered. Even flowers with thorns? Yes, even flowers with thorns. Then, what are thorns useful for? I did not know, and I was very busy then trying to unscrew a bolt that was very stuck in my engine. I was very concerned as it was becoming clear to me that my plane had severely broken down, and I had so little drinking water left that I had to fear for the worst. What are thorns useful for? The little prince never let go of a question once he had asked it. I was upset about my bolt and answered with the first thing that came to mind. Thorns are of no use at all. Flowers have thorns out of pure spite. Oh! After a moment of silence, the little prince lashed back at me with a sort of bitterness. I don't believe you. Flowers are weak. They are naive. They find this as best they can. They believe they are terrible with their thorns. I didn't reply. At that moment I told myself, if this bolt refuses to turn, I'll have to knock it out with a hammer. The little prince interrupted my train of thought yet again. So you think that flowers... Oh, no, I don't think anything. I just told you the first thing that came to mind. I am very busy with important matters. He stared at me in awe. Important matters. He looked at me there holding my hammer, with my fingers black with engine grease, bending down over an object that he found to be extremely ugly. You sound like the grown-ups. That made me feel a bit ashamed. But he added relentlessly, You confuse everything. You mix it all up. He was really very angry. He shook his golden hair in the wind. I know a planet where there is a certain red-faced gentleman. He has never smelled a flower before, nor gazed at a star. He has never loved anyone. He has never done anything other than add numbers. And all day long he says, over and over again, just like you, I am busy with important matters. I am a serious man. And that fills him up with pride. But he's not a man. He's a mushroom. A what? A mushroom. The little prince had now turned pale with anger. Flowers have been growing thorns for millions of years, and sheep have still been eating them nevertheless for millions of years. Isn't trying to understand why flowers go to such great lengths to grow thorns that are of no use to them an important matter? Isn't the battle between sheep and flowers important? Isn't it more important than the accounts being made by the fat, red-faced gentleman? And if I happen to know of a flower that is unique to the world and grows only on my planet, but that can be wiped out in a single blow on any given morning by a little sheep without even being aware of what he is doing, don't you think that's important? His face turned red as he continued. If someone loves a flower, of which only a single blossom exists, on all the millions and millions of stars, it is enough to make him happy just to gaze at the stars. He'll say to himself, "My flower is out there somewhere." But if the sheep eats the flower, for him it will be as if, suddenly, all his stars were to go out. And that isn't important. He could not say anything else. He burst into tears. The night had fallen. I had dropped my tools. I laughed in the face of my hammer, my bolt, thirst, and death. On one star, one planet, my planet, the Earth, there was a little prince to be comforted. I took him in my arms and cradled him. I said to him, "The flower you love is not in danger. I will draw a muzzle for your sheep. I will draw a fence to put around your flower. I did not know what else to say to him. I felt very awkward. I did not know how I could get through to him and get back on his good side. The land of tears is such a mysterious place." Ahora revisaremos un poco del vocabulario que aparece en este capítulo. Si hasta ahora te ha gustado el video y quisieras leer también el 8º capítulo, házmelo saber con tu manita arriba, suscribiéndote y activando la campanita para que te avise cuando esté listo. Y ahora vamos con la primera palabra. As always, out of the blue, come across, thorns, unscrew, break down, drinking water, let go of, spite, bitterness, naive, bold, yet again, come to mind, matters, holding, relentlessly, gentleman, pride, anger, nevertheless, account, wipe out, aware, somewhere, tears, thirst, cradled, muscle, land. Hemos llegado al final. Recuerda que puedes buscar también tu propio vocabulario y que te recomiendo practicar leyendo la transcripción al mismo tiempo que el audio para practicar tu speaking. Y si lo haces, cuéntame en los comentarios cuál fue la palabra que más te costó pronunciar. No olvides suscribirte y seguirme en redes. Gracias por acompañarme en esta lectura. Bye.